so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big bones.
Hey guys, so recently my favorite podcast has come under fire for certain guests they've had. If you don't know, Hasan Piker is a very controversial figure on Twitch and on the internet in general. He is a quote-unquote political journalist. That's at least how he likes to present himself, but it seems like he is a propaganda merchant. Lots of people seem to think he spreads misinformation and propaganda about the left, and that if he was saying similar things on the right, he'd probably be deplatformed pretty quickly. And a media bias chart actually came out recently that ranked him about as biased as Alex Jones from InfoWars. If you don't know who that guy is, he's the guy who said the frogs are gay. Basically a huge meme. So that's basically the same level that Hasan's at, but for the right. Now, if we get into the Trash Taste podcast themselves, I actually really like these guys. Their podcast, they don't talk about politics at all. So it's kind of weird that they would put Hasan on. I know they did it before, but that was before he had such a bad reputation. And everyone is really upset about it in the comments. They even had to pin their own comments saying they don't delete comments because people thought they were. All the top comments that you see right away are negative. This was just a bad idea. Hey, let's invite one of the worst persons on the internet. Great idea. Reputation destroyed. Okay, that's a bit dramatic. I do think maybe they're out of the loop. They don't realize how much shit Hasan's getting recently. They're not watching all these fucking commentary spurgs talk about them. And I know like some big channels like Ethan Klein from H3H3 made a content nuke recently. I haven't watched that, but I know a lot of other creators have made videos about it. I've seen some of those, and I have to say I'm not too impressed with some of his takes, but I'm not very political myself. And Trash Taste isn't political. It's not a political podcast. So I didn't mind the podcast itself. I did watch it as I do most weeks, and it was enjoyable. But I can see why people don't want them to platform someone like Hasan, because it's going to get people who aren't aware politically maybe to go to his stream and start watching him and not realize that he actually spreads propaganda if they're not well informed. So that's not great. See comments, was the Unabomber not available? 0% chance they didn't know about all the terrorist stuff he's involved with. Disgusting to really think of. Yeah, he basically, if you don't know, he got on a call with some Yemeni terrorist and compared him to Luffy from One Piece. He said, "You're doing what Luffy would do. I think you're a good guy," or something like that, which is insane. The name Trash Taste has never been more applicable. 55k dislikes to 20k likes. Now, I don't have the extension that shows me dislikes. I'm going to take this guy's word for it. Was Satan unavailable? The son not realizing he's a lolcow out of his echo chamber is hilarious. Now, okay, I don't think he's exactly a lolcow. He's definitely making a lot of money, but he does have some tendencies, especially since he hasn't taken this criticism too well. Basically, told his chat to go into different comment sections on Trash Taste clips regarding the video he was on, telling them to put positive comments. He also said all these hate comments are from a hate brigade spawned on by Ethan Klein of H3H3, who made the recent video of him. They actually used to be friends, the two of them, but I don't like H3H3 Ethan Klein that much myself, but even he had a problem with Hasan, which is crazy. Just got off the phone with an Austrian painter, says he's interested in coming on your show. I saw one, yes, was Stalin not available 10 minutes ago. They're still coming. People are still making these comments. Well, they definitely have trash tasting guests. Oh, jeez, man. It's really bad. Nux Taku is too controversial for a podcast. Invites Hasan Piker. Hamas Piker, even. Holy. I hear Kim Jong-un likes anime. See if you can get him in next. There was one where someone said I guess Diddy wasn't available. I heard Bin Laden likes anime too. Get him on next. This is really fun. Yeah, I can't wait for the podcast with P. Diddy next week. This is amazing. And I mean, people are talking about it on the subreddit too. PSA, people who dislike Hasan are not automatically being disingenuous propagandized. Even neutral takes, like, you don't have to be, like, the thing with Hasan, he acts like people who don't like him are far right, but it's mostly people in the middle. He is so far left that It's insane. Like, the average person thinks he's radicalized, and he doesn't see it. It's absolutely bizarre. Anyways, this is probably the worst like to dislike ratio in Trash Taste history, and I hate to see it. I love the show. They had to invite Hasan last minute because Johnny Somali is still in prison somewhere in Korea. Next episode, Joseph Stalin and his views on Luffy and the crew. Anyways, I don't really mind them having Hasan on. I understand why people are upset because of what I said earlier with people. They're giving him a platform and potentially boosting his audience, which isn't great. Not gonna lie, Chiefs, this might be just a let's get rid of this episode, Lamau. Yeah, I haven't found a positive comment yet. I'm still scrolling. Next episode, we'll be hosting Bill Cosby and P. Diddy. This is so funny. I wonder if they're gonna make a response video. I don't see why they would. They might talk about it in a future podcast, but I think they record them pretty early in advance, so you might not see that for a few weeks at least. Try to find a positive comment. It's impossible. And it's sad to see because I love these guys' podcasts. I mean, I've been watching them since COVID, but on and off, of course. I haven't watched all their episodes, but I've seen at least I want to say 60 episodes start to finish. Probably more. I'm so looking forward to an explanation vid where you walk us through the thinking process behind inviting him. This is hilarious. You guys fucked up bringing this guy again. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they thought it'd be okay because nobody cared the first time he was on, but a lot of things have changed since then. I think that was a couple years ago. Anyways, what do you guys think of the situation? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you next time.
Real trap shit. Trapaholics. We make it look easy. Walk with your boys.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?